Just 13 days left on Chicago's contract for the controversial gunshot detection system ShotSpotter, and several aldermen are now pleading for the city to keep that technology at this morning's Public Safety Committee meeting.
Investigator Megan Hickey joins us live from City Hall. And Megan, the city released long-awaited data on ShotSpotter's effectiveness.
Right, Joe and Erica, and that data was long awaited because the critique of this technology has really been the lack of data in this area. Now, the Office of Inspector General previously found that the majority of ShotSpotter alerts failed to turn up any evidence of a crime. This data, which shows close to 30,000 ShotSpotter alerts from the beginning of this year through August 31st, seems to show more evidence of crimes connected to ShotSpotter alerts. Shell casings were recovered in the majority of those alerts, and 470 weapons were also recovered. ShotSpotter alerts also produced response times that were on average about 3 minutes faster than 911 calls alone. But of the 143 victims who were rendered aid as a result of ShotSpotter, only 7 of those victims got help when there was no corresponding 911 call. So in other words, police were also alerted to the majority of these cases by people calling 911.
And that's an area we would definitely like to explore with CPD to better understand.
A representative from ShotSpotter's parent company SoundThinking was present at the meeting today and said they question that statistic because in other markets where they use this technology, the percentage of victims helped without a corresponding 911 call is much higher.
We do have quorum.
The vast majority of the city council members who spoke today were against the contract ending.
Signatures collected from residents in the police district number 8 supporting ShotSpotter. 1,500, over 1,500 signatures.
We know that the doomsday is the September 22nd. That's what I'll call it. We're basically going to play Russian roulette with our constituent lives.
Former CPD Superintendent Eddie Johnson, who led CPD when the technology was first installed, attended the hearing and said the latest data proves why the city should keep the system.
I still love the city, and I love CPD, and I love the people that live here. And we have an obligation to do the right thing. It would be a totally different conversation if we had something to replace that technology. But the fact of it is, we don't.
I urge my colleagues to look at ways to spend those $30 million that look into preventing violence, investing in young people.
Now, that was one of the few critics who spoke out today. There were no votes taken today, and if nothing is done before September 22nd, then the company will start the process of removing the roughly 2,000 sensors that are currently installed across the city. We'll have more on that process and any conversations to possibly extend this contract coming up at 6. But for now, we're live at City Hall. Megan Hickey, CBS News Chicago Investigators.
Thank you, Megan.